Mm. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's talk about it. Shout out to the one listener. Smash the like button. We're going to talk about it. Sunday afternoon, boxing. Shout out to the two listeners. Smash the like button for us, please. Let's get this live stream going. I'm going to put up a new, you see. Yeah. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. We'll start talking some boxing. The two listeners up in there. Thank you for showing up. We're going to start the live stream in a couple of minutes. Let's get a few more people up in there. Yeah, boxing. 4 people up in there. Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Eddie Hearn is in pieces. Oh boy. We got to talk about it. Eddie Hearn is in bits. I cannot believe what Conor Benn has done. I just can't believe it. I know there's no friends in business, no friends in boxing, but Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn went to the well, man. He put his neck on the chopping block. He put his reputation on the line for Conor Benn, and this is how he's been treated. You know, Hand of Doom. Shout out to you. Thanks for showing up to the chat. First man in the chat. Enough respect to you, my brother. This is nasty work. This is real nasty work. I wanted to go live yesterday, man, but I had a couple of things to do. But hopefully, you know, it's still a big subject at the moment. And, you know, boy, oh boy. I don't even know what's going to happen here. They're talking about a one-fight deal. They're saying there's a one-fight deal, possibly for the sum of $10 million. 6 people up in there. Smash the like button for us, please. Let's get this live stream going. They're talking about $10 million. 10 million, I don't know, 50, is it $15 million? I'm not too sure. Man, Conor Benn, he won't even talk to Eddie as well. Man, that is a dog move, man. That is a dog, underhanded, low down, dirty move. But at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn's got no one else but himself to blame, you know, because there's such a thing as a contract, and he felt like he didn't have to put Conor under contract. Conor, I don't know, man. Very untrustworthy. That's all I'd say. Untrustworthy. I mean, you can't fault the man for taking the money, yeah? But it's the way you go about it. And for me, Conor not wanting to speak to Eddie after he's done the deal just shows that he feels guilty about something. Eddie Hearn believed he would earn millions off himself out of Conor Benn, and that's why he did what he did for Conor. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. 7 people up in this smash the like button. Yeah, obviously, you know, he's gonna make some money at me. But you know, the old saying is you gotta invest to make the money back. So Eddie's invested a lot of money in Conor. He's lent him money when he never had no money, when he's going through that whole PD thing. He put his neck on the chopping block. He put his whole company, his father's company, and his reputation on the line for Conor Benn when he didn't really have to. You know, obviously he wants the money. He wanted to get paid. He didn't have to do that. But, you know, you can see the way them two were rolling together, the way they were hanging out together. They actually look like friends. I mean, we thought this was like a friendship, like the same sort of friendship that Eddie Hearn has with Anthony Joshua. It looked like it was like, these two are buddies, man. These two are buddies. They're turning up to fights together. I mean, Eddie wouldn't hear a bad word about him. And then now this. I hope a lot of people can take lessons from this. That's all I'm going to say. You know, when you think someone's your best mate and you're hanging out with them and stuff like that, it ain't always that, man. It's not always that. A lot of people are very selfless, very selfish, and they only got their own interests at heart. Conor Benn could retire today and be fine for the rest of his life. But I think it's obviously the money that's motivating. It's greed, really. It's greed, I would say. I would say it's greed. But anyway, It is what it is. There's some fights last night. There's a few fights last night. I didn't get around to seeing. I was trying to watch the Lee Woods fight. My 5-6 playing up, man. I can't watch the repeat. The Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. I missed the whole card. I'm going to rewatch that whole card. And then maybe I can give some input. Maybe I'll do some post-fight videos on that as well. Hand of Doom. Eddie Hearn has been panicking ever since he lost his cash cow, Joshua. Barry was it? Big Barry will not be happy, man. Yeah, Barry ain't gonna be happy about this, man. I was Hand of Doom. I was thinking the same thing. Hand of Doom. I'm gonna start calling you HOD. HOD. I was thinking the same thing, man. I was thinking the minute that news come through, and they found out that Conor Benn had signed for Zuffa, the ops as well. Barry must have given Eddie the 5th degree, man. Seriously, man. He must have wrote him the right act. I think that's a schoolboy error. You put the man on. You got to put the guy under contract. You got to put him on the contract. Now it's going forward. I mean, who's Conor gonna fight anyway? Zuffa box. Who is Conor gonna fight? Conor's already I know he had this Chris Eubank fight. Don't want to fight Croker. Doesn't want to fight Kelly. Who's he gonna fight? Can he even make 147? He hasn't fought at 147 for 2 years. He's fought at 154. 154. He didn't look great at 154 either when he last fought at 154. Obviously, the 2 fights with Chris at 160, he'd have to drain himself to go back down to 154. Who is he going to beat at 154? 154 is murderer's row. Who is he going to beat? I can't see him beating anybody, to say the truth. That's probably one of the reasons why he's jumped over to Zuffa, because Zuffa have got their own belt. They're going to bring in their own fighters, and they're going to match him up, and they're going to probably set him up to win that Zuffa belt. When I personally think that Conor Benn would struggle to get any version of a heavyweight title at 154. I think he would struggle, and even if he was to win a title, I don't see many defenses there. As I said again, who's he going to fight? So when I look at this whole situation, a lot of people say, oh yeah, Zuffa boxing, Dana White, stuff like that. But you got to look at the big picture. The big picture is, yes, Dana White is the head. He's the head guy at Zuffa boxing. But we know Turkey Al Sheikh is behind this whole thing. Come on, let's be real. Eddie said it. You don't need to be a genius to work out it was Turkey Al Sheikh. Turkey's probably sat down with Conor and said, look, man, I'm the guy that's been funding the money for all these fights. Eddie's your promoter, yes, but I'm the actual guy that's been funding these fights. So Eddie, you got to come to me. Come with me. Sign with Dana. We're going to make you a champion. We're going to build our thing, our belt and our organization off of you. And I know what Conor's probably looking at. His dad, right? Nigel Benn won the WBO belt. I can't even remember who he beat to win that WBO belt, but he won that WBO belt. And back in the day, the WBO belt was not recognized by the other sanctioning bodies. It was classed as a sort of a Mickey Mouse belt, the WBO. But Ben was the champion, Nigel Benn that is, and he came, had the couple of wars with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank took on the belt. He defended it a few times, and then before you knew it, the WBO was a big thing in the UK. I mean, Conor's probably looking at a similar thing. He's thinking, well, my dad went and won the WBO and made it big, so I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to go and win that Zuffa belt and try and make it big. For me, I think it's like you're avoiding all the other champions, because I don't think you can beat any of them. So him going over to Zuffa is a bit of a touch. I mean, I don't know who they're going to get him to fight. But they're definitely going to match him up, you know, give him a good match up, a bit of a tee up. Yeah, so he can get that belt and they can market him. Ben versus Shakur. Come on, HOD. Shakur would run rings around Conor. That would not be Shakur would run rings around Conor. Shakur would outpoint Conor. That's what I would say. It'd be an easy fight for Shakur. Eddie Hearn knows it as well. It's probably one of the reasons why Conor's left Eddie Hearn, man, because Eddie Hearn was being a bit like, you know, he weren't saying it, but he was certain fights that he was kind of saying, oh yeah, that ain't really a good fight. And yeah, no, that won't be a good fight for him. The Haney fight, oh, Haney's a bit boring. I just think he's thinking, no, I don't know if Conor can win any of these fights. You know? Was it Doug DeWitt? Doug DeWitt, I know that name, DeWitt. Old school fighter, innit, Doug DeWitt? I can't remember what I was saying to make you type that, you know, HOD. Sorry, man. I'm just rambling away, man. 9 people up in there. Make sure you smash the like button for me, please, man. And get involved in the chat if you've got anything to say. Conor Benn leaves Eddie Hearn. An act of betrayal. What do you think? Was he right to leave? I personally think, look, I ain't got a problem with him leaving, but it's the way he did it. You know, you got to, like, you know, the way he did, I think he owed Eddie an explanation. Not saying he owes Eddie anything. He owes him an explanation at the least. Because Eddie looked after him and fed his family. Eddie fed his family when Conor couldn't provide for his family. That's the realist. That's the real thing about it. Okay, Doug DeWitt. Okay, thank you, HOD. Doug DeWitt, that was who Nigel Benn beat for the WBO title. Question mark, so you're not sure. Probably, you know. Yeah, probably. I ain't got a clue who he beat for it. I can't remember. I know he beat, I think he beat Iran Barkley for the WBC belt. That's when he lost his WBO and then went to America, and then I think he won the WBC and came back to England with it and then challenged Chris Eubank Jr. Senior. I believe that's how it went. Yeah, hang on, I'm just going to put my charger on because my battery's going. Yeah, anyway, yeah. As I said, I can't remember where I was, but I'm going to carry on with Conor Benn, the Conor Benn situation. I just feel that Eddie's done so much for him. And I know this is business, and the business of boxing. The fighter's definitely got to look out for himself because he's got a short period of time to make his money. I think Conor's made enough money himself, even without even doing much. Not winning a title, not being an area champion, not being a domestic champion, not being, hang on a second. My daughter's ringing me. Hang on a second. Oh, apologies there, man. My daughter just rang me, so I was got to see what she wanted. She's good, though. She's good. Yeah. I can't remember where I was now, man. I can't remember where I was. Anyway, Conor Benn, man. It was the way he did it, man. There's, you know, as I think this is where I was anyway. Look, I just feel like he owed Eddie an explanation, really. Like, you know, just tell the man that you're leaving. I'm leaving. See if you can sort something out for him. I don't know. The man's, you know, brought you millions. He lent you money when you couldn't feed your family. You know, Eddie was putting food on the table. You know, buying the clothes, putting the food on the table and stuff like that, bringing in the groceries while Conor was just laid up, not being able to feed his family, being helpless, you know, crying in his own hands about that whole PD situation. And Eddie came through. Not many promoters would. You know, you got to say, Eddie, listen, I know some people might not like him, but As a reputation as a promoter, one thing you can say about Eddie Hearn is you have never heard someone come out and say that Eddie Hearn has shafted me or he owes me money. And this is something that I've said about Eddie Hearn. I've been saying about Eddie Hearn for the past like 5 years on my channel. Not one person has come out to say Eddie Hearn owes me money, he shafted me, or he's done me wrong. Not one fighter. So, you know, I don't feel sorry for Eddie. You know, he's a multi-millionaire. He's made his money, you know. But I just feel bad. Like, I feel bad for him because it's like his trust was misplaced, you know. And Conor not wanting to give an explanation as well. That's a real kick in the face, man. Like, don't even want to chat to him after he's done the deal and that. It's just now Dana White's his new buddy. He's seen the pictures of Conor Benn with Dana White. Dana White's his new buddy now, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. But where does he go from here? It's meant to be a one-fight deal. Eddie Hearn doesn't believe it's a one-fight deal. He thinks they're just saying that. I don't know why they would say that. But I'm very eager to hear what Dana White has to say now, because Dana White hasn't spoken since the news has broke. I don't think he has. I haven't seen anything. I know the UFC was on last night. So he would have probably spoken at a press conference. But maybe someone might have asked him a question. I'm going to have to go and check it out. I didn't check it out before this live stream, so I don't know. But yeah. I don't know what more to say, man. Ryan Garcia finally a champion. Ryan Garcia finally a WBC champion at last. This is going to be interesting because Ryan Garcia is out of contract. I believe he's out of contract with Golden Boy. Golden Boy's been going through problems at the moment with their fighters and stuff like that. And there is rumors and talks that Ryan Garcia could sign with Zuffa Boxing. Again, Turki Al-Sheikh is behind all this. A lot of people are going to give Dana White praise. Oh, Dana's signing all these fighters. It ain't Dana. It's Turki. Turki's got a relationship with all these fighters now. He's built a relationship with these fighters for the past couple of years. You know, now he's doing his thing. He's bought the Ring magazine. They've made this TKO boxing with Nick Khan, Dana White. Obviously, they put Dana White as the head CEO. And now they're just building the machine. And it's Turki who is bringing these fighters in and probably giving Dana the credit for it. You know? It is what it is, man. I don't want to say. I ain't got much more to say about it anyway. But look, I just wanted to jump on quickly on this live stream, have a quick talk about the whole situation, Conor Benn, stuff like that, and see if anyone else had much to say. But I don't know. There's going to be a big fight on tonight. If anyone's interested in women's boxing, we've got Clarissa Shields versus Franchon Cruz de Cern. It seems like it's hotting up. Press conference was a bit wild yesterday. We even got the Zeus Network over there filming with baddies and stuff like that. And they will be announcing some type of a collaboration with Win Records and Zeus Network. So we're going to look out for that one. I'm sure Clarissa Shields will be talking about it on her live stream because she can't stop talking about everything. She just has to talk about everything, don't she? But anyway, look. I'm going to bounce from here, man. Thank you. Listen, HOD, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate that. And everyone else that showed up in the live stream. Also, those that hit the button as well. Thank you very much. This is a quick live stream and just come over here to chat. I'm going to try and come live a bit more often. I know I don't do it enough. That's probably the reason why the numbers are low. Anyway, enough said. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.